Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 15th April. Journey through time of 15th April 2025, Tuesday. Today is that is 15 April, highlight in history. 1632, Battle of Rhine. Swedish under Gustavus Adolphus defeat the Holy Roman Empire during the 30 Years' War. 1642, Irish Confederate Wars. The Confederate Irish militia is rooted in the Battle of Kilroos when it attempts to halt the progress of a royalist army. 1715, the Pocotaligo massacre triggers the start of the Yamasee War in colonial South Carolina. 1736, foundation of the short-lived Kingdom of Corsica. 1738, Circe, an Italian opera by George Frederick Handel, received its premiere performance in London, England. 1755, Samuel Johnson's A Dictionary of the English Language is published in London. 1817, Thomas Hopkins, Gallaudet, and Laurent Clark found the American School for the Deaf, then called the Connecticut Asylum for the Education and Instruction of Deaf and Dumb Persons, the first American school for deaf students in Hartford, Connecticut. 1861, President Abraham Lincoln calls for 75,000 volunteers to quell the insurrection that soon became the American Civil War. 1865, President Abraham Lincoln dies after being shot the previous evening by actor John Wilkes Booth. 3 hours later, Vice President Andrew Johnson is sworn in as president. 1892, the General Electric Company is formed. 1896, closing ceremony of the Games of the First Olympiad in Athens, Greece. 1900, Philippine-American War. Filipino guerrillas launch a surprise attack on US infantry and begin a 4-day siege of Katuwick, Philippines. 1912, the British passenger liner RMS Titanic sinks in the North Atlantic at 2:20 am, 2 hours and 40 minutes after hitting an iceberg. Only 710 of 2,224 passengers and crew on board survived. 1920, two security guards are murdered during a robbery in South Braintree, Massachusetts. Anarchists Sacco and Vangetti would be convicted of and executed for the crime amid much controversy. 1922, U.S. Senator John B. Kendrick of Wyoming introduces a resolution calling for an investigation of a secret land deal which leads to the discovery of Teapot Dome scandal. 1923, insulin becomes generally available for use by people with diabetes. 1923, racially motivated neon Shogaku fire lit by a serial arsonist kills 10 children in Sacramento, California. 1936, first day of the Arab revolt in mandatory Palestine. 1941, in the Belfast Blaze, 200 bombers of the German Luftwaffe attacked Belfast, killing around 1,000 people. 1942, the George Cross is awarded to the Iceland fortress of Malta by King George VI. 1945, Bergen-Belsen concentration camp is liberated. 1947, Jackie Robinson departs for the Brooklyn Dodgers, breaking baseball's color line. 1952, First flight of the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress. 1955. McDonald's restaurant dates its founding to the opening of a franchised restaurant by Ray Kroc in Des Plaines, Illinois. 1960. At Shaw University in Raleigh, League, North Carolina, Illa Baker leads a conference that results in the creation of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, one of the principal organizations of the civil rights movement in the 1960s. 1969. The EC-121 shoot-down incident. North Korea shoots down a United States Navy aircraft over the Sea of Japan, killing all 31 on board. 1970. During the Cambodian Civil War, massacre of the Vietnamese minority results in 800 bodies flowing down the Mekong River into South Vietnam. 1986. The United States launches Operation El Dorado Canyon, its bombing raids against Libyan targets in response to a discotheque bombing in West Germany that killed two US servicemen. 1989. Hillsborough disaster. A human crash occurs at Hillsborough Stadium, home of Sheffield Wednesday, in the FA Cup semi-final, resulting in the deaths of 97 Liverpool fans. 1989. Upon Hu Yaobang's death, the Tiananmen Square protest of 1989 began in China. 1994. Marrakesh Agreement relating to foundation of World Trade Organization is adopted. 2002. Air China Flight 129 crashes on approach to Gimhae International Airport in Busan, South Korea, killing 129 people. 2013. Two bombs explode near the finish line at the Boston Marathon in Boston, Massachusetts, killing 3 people and injuring 281 others. 2013. A wave of bombings across Iraq kills at least 75 people. 2014. In the worst massacre of the South Sudanese civil war, at least 200 civilians are gunned down after seeking refuge in houses of worship as well as hospitals. 2019. The Cathedral of Notre Dame de Paris in France is seriously damaged by a large fire. 2021. A mass shooting occurred at a FedEx ground facility in Indianapolis, Indiana, killing 9 and injuring 7. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share and subscribe.